Welcome to the AI Tooling and Developer Guidelines. These are the required best practices for AI coding tools. This is not an optional module. AI coding tools exist, they are used by professionals every day, and they are not going away. Knowing how to use them effectively and appropriately is a marketable skill that belongs in your developer toolkit, alongside Python syntax and Git. This module defines the course policy, the boundaries, and the professional behaviors expected of you when AI is involved in your work. The status, required protocol, target, beginner to intermediate coders. Read and internalize every slide in this deck before using any AI tools on a course assignment. AI is a professional power tool. And like every power tool, it amplifies the skills of the person holding it. AI coding tools are used by professionals every day in production environments. They aren't going away. Knowing how to use them effectively is a marketable skill. But here's what the slide makes clear. Knowing how to use them effectively is the key phrase. An inexperienced user with a power tool doesn't get professional results. They get dangerous results. The terminal output on the right reads warning. Power tools require training. That warning applies here. So the goal of this module is not to restrict AI, but is to train you to use it in a way that make you more capable, not less. The beginner's trap is a risk this module exists to prevent. And understanding the two paths makes the difference between acceleration and short circuit. The acceleration path at the top, experts use AI to go faster because they already have the mental models. They can evaluate AI output, spot errors, and integrate suggestions intelligently. AI amplifies what they already know. The short circuit path at the bottom, beginners skip the cognitive struggle and let AI supply the answer on the first try. This destroys the retrieval practice that builds durable understanding. The knowledge never forms. 6 weeks later, the exam has no AI, and there's nothing to draw on. The trap is invisible. The code works, the assignment is submitted, but the learning didn't happen. This table maps 3 AI usage modes to their cognitive effect and course policy. Use it to guide every AI interaction in this course. Explainer mode. You ask the AI to explain what enumerate does in a loop. The output is an interactive textbook. Understanding goes up. This is almost always fine. Debugger mode. You paste your code and traceback and ask what's causing the type error. The output is a targeted fix. Neural cognitive effect is you read and apply the explanation yourself. This is fine with disclosure. Generator mode. You ask AI to write a Python function that calculates a tiered discount. The output is a complete solution. The cognitive effect. Stunts skills building. The policy, this is dangerous. It's also an academic violation if submitted without disclosure and full understanding. Know which mode you're using before you type the prompt. Technical application means knowing the difference between AI use that builds your capability and AI use that replaces it. Helps. Understanding errors. Paste a traceback and ask what it means. The AI is a living textbook explaining the concept. Clarifying syntax. Asking the difference between equals and equivalency is a lookup, not a generation. Learning APIs. Asking for a minimal boilerplate example to read a CSV is a starting template, not a finished solution. Hurts. Skipping the struggle. Generating a solution without spending 20 minutes trying first. You need the frustration. Blind acceptance. Pasting AI without reading it. Risks subtle logic errors that you'll never catch because you didn't write it. Preventing space repetition. Letting AI supply the answer every time destroys the memory encoding that makes you ineffective without AI. Use AI to go deeper into material you've already attempted. Never use it as a first attempt. The disclosure protocol is straightforward. If AI materially affected your submission, you must disclose it. This flowchart gives you the exact decision logic. Did you use an AI tool? If no, submit without any disclosure note. If yes, was it just a dictionary or syntax lookup? If yes, no disclosure is needed. That's equivalent to using a search engine. Did the AI write, review, or debug actual code for this assignment? If yes, this is a mandatory disclosure requirement. Non-disclosure, when AI material affects the submission, is an academic integrity violation. The bar for material effects is intentionally low. If the AI shaped, fixed, or generated code you submitted, it needs a disclosure comment. This is not punitive. It is a professional standard for attribution. The proper disclosure is a 3-component comment at the top of your file: specific, honest, and explanatory. Component 1, identify the specific tool. So hashtag tool used, ChatGPT 4, not AI generically. Name the exact tool and version. Component 2, state exactly what you asked. Hashtag prompt. What is causing this type error in my while loop? Describe the specific question, not a vague summary. Component 3, explain how you processed and applied the output. Hashtag the adaptation. I read the explanation about integer casting, understood the mistake, and manually updated line 14. This comment lives at the top of your .py file or in the Canvas submission notes. Never bury it in the middle of your code. Never generalize your explanations. Specificity is what demonstrates understanding. This is the single most important rule for working with AI-generated code. If you can't explain every line, do not submit it. The rule has 3 dimensions: what it does. You must be able to describe the behavior of each line, why it works. You must understand the underlying mechanism, not just the outcome. What breaks if changed? You must know which lines are load-bearing and what happens if a value or an operator is different. If AI wrote 5 lines of code and you can't explain all 5, go back, research it, understand it. This protects you from submitting AI-generated bugs and from failing exams where the same concepts appear without AI availability. The standard is not memorization, it's comprehension. You should be able to teach each line to a classmate. System shutdown. These are 4 final build rules that govern every AI interaction in this course. AI is legitimate. Learn to use it. The goal is not avoidance, it is skill building and mastery of the tools professionals use. Stick to explainer and debugger modes. These build understanding. Generator mode is where academic risks lives. Never generate code to skip the struggle. The difficulty is the mechanism of learning. Disclose accurately and completely. Non-disclosure when AI material affected your work is an integrity violation. The closing statement at the right says it plainly. The goal isn't to avoid AI. The goal is to use it in ways that make you more capable, not less. That is the professional standard that this course holds you to.